Physical activity in all its forms can help young people to flourish, but it's difficult to know how active each child is, if they're making progress, and most importantly, whether they're enjoying it. MyMove is a groundbreaking activity monitoring app for schools that allows teachers, parents, and coaches to support young people in making physical activity a regular part of their lives. It draws upon years of research into what makes children stay active. Mia's school use MyMove. Every day she uses the app to log her physical activity, including PE lessons, Sunday morning football, street dance, and skateboarding. For each activity, she records the duration, setting, and how it made her feel. Over time, this builds a picture of Mia's activity profile. Her PE teacher, Mr. Thomas, can monitor Mia's data, as well as the activity levels of other students in the school. This allows him to review the impact of the school's practice and provide targeted support where needed. Mr. Thomas can then use the data to support students and have conversations with the young people, parents, and other teachers. Being part of the MyMove community gives you access to regular activity summaries, research articles, online courses, and opportunities to connect with other schools. Around the world, there is growing concern that young people are becoming increasingly inactive. MyMove gives us the data that will help change that and encourage all young people to develop a physical activity habit that will last them a lifetime. Get your school moving. Visit mymoveapp.com.
Lord of wisdom, source of intelligence, we welcome you to this auspicious gathering, an august moment for the pursuit of knowledge that is offered for the glory of your name. We do not wish to ask you more than just you joining us today, but we look forward to your heavenly grace to amplify the desire for truth, to look up for and become prudent to learning. Keep us grounded in your love and mercy as we traverse a challenging path to keeping the inclination of understanding you and your most awe-inspiring creation. Be with us, O Lord, and descend your Spirit on us to maintain an earnest desire for knowledge, truth, and understanding you, the guide of the wise, the stronghold of the learned. This we ask through Christ, our Lord. Amen.
Hey, another great and exciting day to all. Once again, welcome to our professional learning community buddies here in the Philippines and around the globe. This is John Jacob Figuracion, Program and Events Associate of 1PhysEd.Ph, together with the 1PhysEd team, Coach Josh and Coach JR, bringing the 90th episode of 1PhysEd.Ph. We are here in the 2022 dance series with the theme Rhythmics and Grace, developing dance skills for physical literacy. And once again, good afternoon, everyone, for being here today. And as usual, we are at our Saturday habit of learning from one another in this very beautiful and, surviving platform. Not only surviving, but it's a thriving platform, I can say, where all learning, knowledge, and skills are continually flourishing with one another. I know it's been in this week, we had our enrollment week. So ang aming mga enrollees from Department of Education, aming enrollees ay continuously nag-enroll ngayon from grades 7 to 12. And syempre ating mga elementary students sa inyong mga sites. And also sa amin yun ay naghahanda ngayon for next week. Most of the teachers are naghahanda para sa virtual inset or in-service training namin for next week. It's a virtual in-service. It's a national virtual in-service training. And also in our side, we're also gearing towards the Brigada Eskwela for everyone. So technically, tapos na ang bakasyon ng mga taga-DepEd, yes. And ngayon, at iba nating mga kasamahan pa ay actually sa ibang private schools ay maghahanda na sila ang kanilang klase ay mag-start na ng August 15. And sa ating mga sa publikong paaralan ay mag-start tayo ng August 22. Pero tayo ay nagsisimula na dahil sa mga ating mga trainings. Ako, nag-train ako ng aking mga estudyante sa Culture and Arts Organization namin. And at syempre, sa sports, sa aming mga sports teams. And also, para sa Brigada Eskwela. And I know, okay dyan, kung meron kayong gusto i-share yung mga happenings ngayon sa inyo, ayan, sa inyong mga schools, you can just give your insights kung ano lang nangyayari sa inyong mga paaralan ngayong mga linggo na ito, specifically this month of August. Huwag natin kalimutan, itong buwan na to ay ang ating buwan ng wika. Dahil dyan, maririnig nyo akong magsalita ng Filipino madalas ngayong session na ito dahil ang ating topic din ay saktong-sakto sa buwan ng wika para sa araw na ito. Yan. Kasi with all honesty, it's our pleasure to serve the Philippine physical education community by providing professional development training. Imagine, pang 90th episode na natin. 90th, 90. Sabihin, we have already featured 90 amazing people in the physical education community. And yes, but maaari lang itong mangyari kasi tuloy-tuloy ang inyong suporta sa community nito na makakuha kayo ng relevant and meaningful na professional development training. Saturdays become more exciting for us because we know that this kind of program can make a difference as we continue facing the challenges and demands of our profession. You heard it right. We are a professional learning community. 1PhysEd.Ph is a professional learning community. And because of that, gusto namin kayong imbitahan dahil naniniwala kami na kaya nyo mag-inspire, kaya nyo i-conquer ang stage ng 1PhysEd para makapag-share ng inyong mga expertise, knowledge, and skills, and best practices na ginagawa nyo dito mismo sa ating platform. Ayan, so in-encourage namin kayo kasi community tayo. Alam namin ang bawat isa, hindi man perpekto, ay mayroong may aambag na maganda sa ating community na 1PhysEd.Ph. And for further information, you can message us on Facebook or message Coach JR. Ayan. At this juncture, ayan, gusto ko i-welcome ang ating mga attendees sa ating Zoom muna. Ayan, tayo ngayon ay 18 dito sa Zoom. Ayan. Siyempre, nandito natin si Coach JR. Andito naman from Cavite, from Cavite State University, Miss Melita. Yeah, hello po. Siyempre, andyan palagi Sir Ruel Tuazon. Yes, palagi natin nakikita yan dito, kasama natin dito. Siyempre, ang ating speaker for next week, at ating napakagaling na si Sir Julie Baro. Yan, napaka-exciting nito. Si Sir from San Isidro National High School, Sir Rolito Dulfo Jr. Ayan, Miss Nanette Alamilio. Ayan, nandiyan pa din siya. And punta naman tayo sa ating YouTube. Andito ang pinakaunang nag-attendance kanina. Yes. Meron tayong pinakaunang nag-attendance kanina. Wait lang. Ang pinakauna si Sir June Dulfo from San Isidro National High School. Miss Mayer Trang Ramses Bacaltos from Palawan. Meron from Bulacan si Professor Dan. And then Miss Eva, dito na naman si Ma'am Eva Israel, of course. And Unibel Bersamina from La Union. Ryan Arcangel from Ismael Matay Senior High School. From Southern Luzon State University. Frederico Ceribo. And Miss Angelica Ibay from, kasamahan ng ating speaker for the day from Bulsu also. Miss Angelica Ibay. You have Miss Evelyn Saribay from Cagayan State University, Joe Franco Lozano from General Santos, Mark Ray Marine from Visayas State University, and Joris Marine Moralde from Sapang Palay National High School. Yes. Ito na, meron tayo si Sir Jomelito or Jomelito Di Cabasal from the College of Zambales. Yes naman, ang dami natin. And I would like to encourage everyone, keep on sharing, keep on kasi dapat mas marami tayong natututo today. Huwag natin ipagdamot itong opportunity na ito na matuto sa kapwa nating physical educator ng isang napakagandang kaalaman ngayong araw. Keep on sharing. Sa pamumulit nyo kada week na mag-share, ma-encourage nyo rin sila. Kahit sabihin natin hindi sila umaatin pa nag-share kayo, maaalala at maaalala nila yan. Pag makulit kayo kada week na sinashare nyo, uy, maganda dito, makukulitan nyo mga at a-attend din sila ng ating mga sessions. Kasi ang kinukulit nyo naman sila hindi dahil para sa inyo, kundi para din sa kanila, para matuto din sila. Ayan. I would also now let me give an overview of the whole dance series and our objectives of conducting this series. Unang-una, babalikan lang natin ulit ang ating title, Rhythmics and Grace, Developing Dance Skills for Physical Literacy. At gusto kong i-coin natin ang word na dance, yung coin na dance education. Kinukuha natin kasi important siya for us. Kadalasan kasi sa atin, sa mga nagtuturo ng dance sa loob ng classroom, baka nakakalimutan natin na that dance is only a tool for us to develop students in their physical literacy. Hindi natin goal sa K-12 curriculum na gawin din silang dancer. Bonus na yun. Kung magiging dancer din sila after natin silang turuan ng mga sayaw. Pero, ang goal natin is to show them that they can learn a lot of things from dancing. And yung ating physical, emotional, mental, social, spiritual dimensions na tinuturo natin sa physical education ay matututunan talaga natin. Okay? So, sinasabi sa inyo, wag natin kalimutan na ang dancing ay tool lang natin para mas maging mabuti ang ating mga estudyante. Hindi natin baka kasi masyadong tayo na-stress, but hindi maganda yung kilos ng mga bata, hindi sila magaling sumayaw. Baka feeling natin, hindi tayo nakakapagturo ng maayos kasi after ng session, hindi sila gumagaling sumayaw. Hindi naman kasi talaga yung goal. What's important at the end of your dance session is that they will realize na ang dancing isa siyang parte ng buhay natin na pwede natin gamitin para lalo tayo mag-develop holistically. Ayan. And to give us more emphasis on how dancing can become significant and meaningful to our students is our speaker. He graduated at Bulacan State University and is a former member of Bulacan State University Lahing Kayumanggi Dance Troupe. He is also an Academic Excellence Award. Without further ado, let us all welcome to give us a talk teaching folk dance steps through e-learning strategies and techniques, Mr. Rolito B. Dela Torre. Let's give him a warm round of applause. Mr. Rolly, the 1PhysEd.Ph stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Sir Deco, for introducing me. Let me allow first my presentation. For one, please. All right, so clear po ba yung audio ko, sir?
Yes,
And then
sir.
the presentation. Thank you. So good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, PhysEd members, and to all the participants. It is indeed an honor for me to be part of this dance series with the theme Rhythmics and Grace, developing dance skills for physical literacy. So thank you so much, Sir J.R. Viterbo, for the opportunity. All right, so and my topic for this episode is about teaching folk dance steps through e-learning strategies. Okay, so here's my topic. Once again, teaching folk dance steps through e-learning strategies and techniques. So for our objectives or learning targets for this session or for this topic, first is to define folk dance and its group classification. Second, to demonstrate fundamental positions of arms and feet and the basic dance steps in 2/4 time and 3/4 time signature. And then the last is to discuss some strategies in folk dance in an online setup. So this topic is intended for Bachelor in Physical Education and MAPE students, and to all the teachers of MAPE or PE, and for those non-MAPE or PE major who are teaching physical education or MAPE. All right? So when you hear the word folk dance, what comes into your mind? Anyone po sa ating mga participants? Can you share your knowledge or your thoughts about folk dance? I can see the comment section for a while, please. Anyone sa ating mga participants? Okay, from Labian, it is traditional symbolism of one's culture. From Denmark, M. Aguado. All right. Wait natin po yung iba. Okay, so traditional and symbolism of one's culture. So this is a short review lang po no, about folk dance. So when we say folk dance, it is dance developed by people that reflect the life of the people of a certain country or region. So when we say folk dance, it is a valuable medium of understanding the cultural background of one's country and that of others. Okay, so there are 5 groups classification of folk dance. First, we have the Cordillera. Okay, the Cordillera groups. The first picture, kung makikita po ninyo, yung may mga banga. Okay, this is from the mountain region of northern Luzon and the Sierra Madre. So some of their major ethno-linguistic communities, tribes, are the Bikaid, okay, if I'm not mistaken, Bikaid, Bontoks, Ifugao, Benguet, Apayao, Kalinga, Itneg, and Gada. Okay, so yung mga sample dances of Cordillera, we have Bumaya, Bendian, Turayan, Salid, Idudu, and Bumbuwa. Okay, so that is for the Cordillera group. And next we have the Spanish influence dance or the Western influence dance. So these dances are influence altered the folk traditions of the Philippines. So when the Spaniards and other Westerners by the Galing trade brought imports into the land. Okay, sa mga Western influence dance, ang mga types of dances nito, meron tayong Jota, Fandango, Balse, Habanera, Mazurka, at saka yung mga polka. For example, sa polka, we have polka band, and then Mazurka, we have Mazurka band, and then Habanera, we have Habanera Botoleña. Those are the examples of the dance with Western influence. Okay, next we have the third picture here with blue costume and white. This is the countryside or rural dances. So when we say rural dances, these dances are closest to the Filipino heart. So from the rural Christian lowlands, this is a country blessed with so much beauty. So ang classification ng mga rural dances na folk dance, we have occupational dance, imitative dance, for example, yung itik-itik, and then wedding or courtship dance. Example of this dance is pandang-pandang, and then dances with implements. Usually, ito na yung ginagamitan natin ng mga props like binasuan, maglalatik, at tinikling. Okay, and then next we have the Muslim dance. So some groups of the Muslims are yung mga Maranao, Maguindanao, Badjao, Yakan, Taogsug, and Samad. Okay, for example, sa Maranao we have Singkil, and then Maguindanao we have Sagayan, and then Badjao we have Buti-Buti. So those are the examples of a Muslim dance. And then last, we have the indigenous or ethnic dance. Okay, so this is the last picture. Okay, so this is the indigenous or ethnic dance. Usually these tribes are practicing animism or magical activities. So ano-ano yung mga group neto? We have Manobo, Bagobo, Tiboli, Tagbanwa, and Mansaka. For example, sa Tiboli, meron tayong sayaw na Kadaltahu. So yung Kadaltahu, they imitating the beautiful birds perform young Tiboli girls. Okay, so that is the 5 groups classification of folk dance. So we have Cordillera, the first picture, and then the second we have Western influence dance, and then third we have rural or countryside, and then the fourth we have Muslim, and then the indigenous or ethnic dance. Now, if we are going to teach folk dance, it is very important to discuss and demonstrate the fundamental positions of arms and feet, and the basic dance steps. The basic dance steps first. So to give you a short review here in the fundamental positions of arms and feet, so this is the sample video of fundamental positions of arms and feet in a mirror view. So for every transition, meron lang tayong 1 cap. Okay, for a while, please. Medyo naglalaw. Okay, so the 5 groups classification: dance with Western influence, countryside, rural dance, Muslim dance, and indigenous dance. So here is the fundamental positions of arms and feet. Watch this. Left side, first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, and then down. Okay, so one more. Here's the fundamental positions of arms and feet. Right side, first, second, third, fourth, and then fifth position. And then down. And then the other side, first, second, third, fourth, fifth position. And then down. So that is the fundamental positions of arms and feet in a mirror view, right and left. Okay, now let's proceed to the basic dance steps in 2/4 time signature. All right, so basic dance steps in 2/4 time signature. So ang countings natin dito ay 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1, 2. Ay, sorry, 1, 2, 1, 2, or pwedeng 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. So 2/4 time signature meaning 2 counts for every measure. Okay, so first, so this is the note pattern, and then the count 1, 2 for every measure. So kung halimbawa, karamihan dito siguro nakapag-encounter na ng mga dance literature ng folk dance. So meron tayong mga abbreviation, no? Like CT for counts, and then R for right, L for left, FRD for forward, BC, KD for backward, and then SWD for sideward. Okay, and then the countings is 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, so I will going to demonstrate the basic dance steps in 2/4 time signature for a wet piece. All right, so teachers, kita po ba? To all the participants, kita po? Full body. Hello. Okay, so let's start the basic dance steps in 2/4 time signature. So first we have the touch step. Okay, the step pattern for touch step, you need to point your right foot. Okay, so mag-mirror view po sa inyo. You need to step your right foot, point forward. It's either sideward or backward for count 1. And then close right to left for count 2. And then the other side, point left foot forward for count 1. And then close left to right. So that is the touch step. So let's do the touch step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, so that is the touch step. Next, we have the blending step. For blending step, you need to heel your right foot. It's either forward or sideward. Then close left to right. And then the other side, heel place left. It's either forward or sideward. Then close right to left. So here's the counting for blending step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so that is the blending step. So ang difference nila, pag touch step, point. Okay, pag blending, flex. Next, we have close step. So you need to step your right foot in any direction or sideward right, and then close left to right. And then the other side, step your left foot sideward left, and then close right to left. So close step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then next we have cross step. So for cross step, step your right cross and step left across right. Okay, so step your right cross and then for count 1 and then step left across right. Then the other side, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that is the cross step. Next, we have the hop step. For hop step, you need to step your right foot sideward right and then hop on right for count 1. And then the other side, step your left foot and then hop on left. Okay, so this is the counting for hop step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that is the hop step. Next, we have brush step. Step your right foot forward, sideward right, and then brush left for count 2. And then the other side, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, so that is the brush step. Next, we have slide step. For slide step, you need to slide your right foot sideward right, or it's either forward, then close left to right for count 2. Then the other side, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then last we have swing step. For swing step, you need to step your right foot sideward and then swing left across right. And then the other side, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, that is the swing steps. Okay, so let's recall the basic dance steps in 2/4 time signature. So first we have touch step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The blended step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Close step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then the hop step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then brush step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Slide step. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Swing step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then cross step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that is the basic dance steps in 2/4 time signature. Okay? So let's try it with music. Okay? So gagawin natin 16 counts for every basic steps. Alright? So if you want to dance with me, sabay po tayo. Ready? Touch step. 1, 2, 1, 2. One more. Touch step. Next we have blending step. Next, 2. One more. Ready for 2 steps. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. One more. Cross step. Cross. One more. Ready for top. One more. Ready for brush step. Brush step. Brush. And back to the side. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. One more. Next swing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. One more. Alright, so that is the basic dance steps in 2/4 time signature. So ang countings natin dyan ay 1, 2, 1, 2. And then another 2/4 time signature basic steps, we have change step, and then cross change step, and contraganza. Okay? For change step, the step pattern is step right in any direction, okay? and then close left to right, and then step right. So para mas madali natin maintindihan o matandaan yung change step, ang step pattern na madali sa kanya is step, close, step. Okay? So ang countings natin for change step, cross change step, and contracanza, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Okay? So let's do the change step. Step, close, step, step, close, step, step, close, step, step, close, step. So that is the change step. Okay? And then next we have the cross change step. For cross change step, you need to cross and step right across left for count 1, and then close left to right for end, and then step right across left step for count 2. And then the other side, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Okay, so that is the cross change step. Let's do the cross change step. Ready? 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. That is the cross change step. And the next we have contraganza. For contraganza, you need your right foot to sideboard right, and then cross and step left across right, and then other side, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. So that is the contraganza. So let's do these 3 steps. First, we have change step, step, close, step, step, close, step, step, close, step, step, close, step. And the next we have cross change step. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, cross step, close step, cross step, close step. Okay, so that is the change step, cross change step, and then contraganza. Next, we have plain polka and half polka. Okay, so ang mas madali natin matandaan yung polka kasi same lang siya ng step pattern ng change step. Pero bago tayo mag-step, close step, you need to raise. Okay, magpo-polka muna tayo. You need to raise your starting foot. Okay, raise, step, close, step, raise, step, close, step, raise, step, close, step, raise, step, close, step. Okay, that is the plain polka. Step right, then close step to right, then step right, then raise. Okay, so raise muna right. Raise, step, close, step, raise, step, close, step, raise, step, close, step, raise, step, close, step. And then next we have half polka. Okay, kanina raise lang, ngayon medyo nagbabounce ng konti. So that is half polka. Half, 1 and 2, half, 1 and 2, half, 1 and 2, half, 1 and 2. Okay, so that is the half polka. So let's do this again, the plain polka and half polka. Raise 1 and 2, raise 1 and 2, raise 1 and 2, raise 1 and 2. And then the half polka, half 1 and 2, half 1 and 2, half 1 and 2, half 1 and 2. Okay, so that is the polka steps. Next, we have heel and toe change step. Okay, so ang countings natin for heel and toe, since quarter note at 8 note yun dyan, 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2. Okay, so here's the step pattern for heel toe change step. So heel, place right in front, toe point in here, of your foot, and then step right for change step. 1 and 2. And the other side, heel and toe, step, close step, and heel and toe and step, close step, heel and toe, step, close step, and heel and toe, step, close step. So that is the heel and toe change step. The counting is 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2. All right, so that is heel and toe change step. Next, we have the mincing steps. So, ang tatandaan natin sa mincing steps, tiny steps. Okay, ibig sabihin maliliit na movement. So, one step on every count. Okay, it's either forward or sideward. Okay, so with feet in heels, okay, so medyo nakatipid tayo. Take as many tiny steps sideward. Okay, start muna tayo sa sideward right. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so that is the mincing step. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then other side 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so that is the mincing step. Kung kanina sa mincing na ating kayar, so shuffling the right with both feet flat on the floor, make tiny slide steps forward. So ang counting pa rin natin ay one small stride on every count. Example, sa sideward right tayo. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2. And then forward, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2. So that is the shuffling steps. Okay, next, proceed tayo sa 3-4 times signature. So meaning, 3 counts for every measure. So ang context natin is quarter note yung nandyan, note pattern, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so first we have walk steps. So kung mababasin niyo or kung natatandaan sa change step, ang step pattern natin ay step, close, step. Okay? Same siya ng walk steps. But the difference between walks and change step, the time signature. Okay? So, ginagamit natin yung change steps sa 2-4 time signature. Sa walk steps naman, 3-4 time signature. Okay? Walk steps, step right, sideward, then close left to right, and then step right in place. Okay, and then the other side, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that is the walk steps. So cross walks, you need to cross step right, across left. Okay? Cross step right. So medyo may bounce na konti. 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Close. Okay? And then that is the cross walks. Next we have walks balance. Okay? For walks balance, step right, sideward, then close left to right, and then raise both heels and down for 3. And then the other side, 1, 2, 3. And then the other side, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that is walks balance. So let's do the walk steps, the cross walks, and the walks balance. Okay, so first walk steps. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Next we have cross walks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then next we have walks balance. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. So that is the traditional dance steps in 3/4 time signature. Next, we have mazurka. For mazurka and redoba, ang pinagkaiba ng dalawa, pag mazurka, slide for a while. Yes po. Okay, so for mazurka, slide, cut, cut. Okay? So ang countings natin is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Pag redoba naman, I'm sorry. Pag mazurka, slide, cut, hop. Okay? Pag redoba, slide, cut, cut. Okay? So let's do the mazurka steps. Sideward left. Mirror view po sa inyo. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, slide, cut, hop. Slide, cut, hop. Slide, cut, hop. Okay, and then pause. To the other side, slide, cut, hop. Slide, cut, hop. Slide, cut, hop. Slide, cut, hop, hop. Okay, so that is mazurka steps. And then sa redoba, slide, cut, cut. Okay, for redoba, slide, cut, cut. Ready? Slide for right for 1, and then cut right with left, and then cut left with right. So this is our free pull. So ready tayo to the other side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So usually, minsan, ang interpretation sa redoba, yung redoba ay nasa harapan, yung ending, yung iba naman ay nasa likuran. Okay? So slide right, then cut, cut, slide, cut, cut, slide, cut, cut, slide, cut, cut. So that is redoba. Let's do the mazurka and redoba. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Pwede tayo mag-step, close, step. Step, close, step. Other side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Step, close, step. Okay? So additional na yung step, close, step. Now, mazurka, slide, cut, hop. Redoba, slide, cut, cut. Okay? So that is all right. So that is the some basic steps in 2/4 and 3/4 time signature. For the sake of time, hindi na po natin maisasama yung series of sway balance, and then meron pa siyang mga gallop, may turns. So pwede ko naman siyang isend sa inyo through email or kung saan pwedeng mag-send ng mga PowerPoint presentations. Okay? Meron pa tayong mga common turns in 2/4 and 3/4 time signature, zeros of sway balance. Pag zeros of sway balance, usually ang kamay natin from first position, second position, and then fourth position. Okay? Now, I will give you some strategies and ways in teaching folk dance. Okay? In delivering a lesson in teaching folk dance, we should discuss first the nature and background of the dance. Okay? The 2Bs. Okay? Sino yung dance researcher ng sayaw? Sino nag-research nito? Paano ito nagawa? And then, the meaning of the dance. Anong purpose? Bakit sinasayaw? And then the place of origin. San galing o probinsya hango ang sayaw na yon. And anong classification niya? Cordillera ba, Muslim ba, rural, or etc. Okay? So, unang-una dapat natin ituturo, once na tayo ay magsasayaw, hindi sayaw agad. Importante yung tunes. And then the dance properties, for example, costume. Anong costume sa lalaki at babae? Dapat naayon, depende ito sa sayaw at kultura. Okay? So, dapat tugma. Kung halimbawa, kayo po ay magpapa-performance sa klase, so importante po na dapat aware din yung mga students natin, ano ba yung costume na naayon, depende sa kanilang ipe-perform. Okay? Lalo na meron tayong batas, di ba, sa Indigenous Peoples' Rights Act of 1997 or IPRA or Republic Act 8371. Okay? So dapat po alam natin kung anong kultura meron yung kanilang sinasayaw. And then the time signature, importante din na ituro muna natin para at least malaman nila kung anong timing ng saya. It's either 2-4, 3-4, 4-4. So minsan may mga changes, depende sa literature. May music A, may music B. From 2-4, naging 3-4. So may variety of countings. And then kung halimbawa, group performance, pwede tayo magbigay ng mga formation, ano yung possible formation. Minsan sa literature na mababasa natin sa folk dance, may mga specific din o pwedeng gamitin ng mga formation. Okay po? So that is the dance properties. The costume for male and female, the time signature, and the formation. Okay po. So let's proceed po sa teaching strategies. Okay. So some online strategies in teaching dance. So I will give you some online strategies in teaching dance. Kahit hindi sa folk dance. Okay? Sa lahat po ng dance na dinidiscuss natin. So first, we have to create an uncluttered dance space with room for you to move around. Okay po, so dapat meron tayong maayos na space once na tayo ay magtuturo ng sayaw para mas ma-demonstrate natin at ma-execute ng maayos yung itinuturo po natin na sayaw. Okay? Second po, adjust the lighting in the room so it's as bright as possible. Okay? So kanina, meron po akong sasabihin ng mga techniques na hindi ko po ginawa dito ngayon. Okay? So, para mas malinaw na nakikita ng mga mag-aaral yung sayaw o yung demonstration. Okay? And then pangatlo po, set up your laptop on a flat surface so your student can see your full body. So dapat po kita ang buong katawan sa pag-demonstrate para mas madali nilang matutunan yung sayaw. Okay? Pang-apat po, come up with fun nonverbals to help you and your students communicate. Lalo na sa mga deputy teachers, no, kung na-encounter na po natin yung indicator 3 sa classroom observation. So, tinitingnan po doon kung meron po tayo na ipakitang mga nonverbal communication to our students. Okay? So, kahit sa online, pwede rin po natin yung ma-execute. For example, you're raising your arm. It means ang step ay itataas ang kamay. O kung halimbawa, sa side na to, right side or left side papunta. So, mas okay din na naka-video ang demonstration. Okay? Hindi yung actual na live na ikaw nagpe-perform. Okay? So, medyo nawala lang po kasi mga video ko. Ang demonstration, parang meron siyang spot checking. If tama ba yung ginagawa ng learners. Minsan kasi pag malayo tayo sa screen, hindi natin nakikita tama ba yung procedure na ginagawa ng mga learners natin. And then, for number 5, let your students work at their own pace by sending pre-recorded videos. Okay po? So, okay din na nagsisend tayo ahead of time ng video ng sayaw para mas magkaroon sila ng idea or advanced studies sa sayaw na ituturo natin. Okay? Next, supplement your class with already available content. So dapat lagi tayong may mga naka-ready video no, na pwede natin i-send after our demonstration. So share ko lang po, while teaching po during online class, after ko mag-demo sa kanila or magpanood ng video, nagsisend ako ng video na tinuro ko sa'yo. Parang meron silang nababalikan. Sana lahat may nababalikan. Dedok na. Okay? Then, or i-upload ko po sa Messenger or sa Google Classroom. Okay po? And then 7, show the most from the front and back or use a mirror. Lalo na po nung hindi natin sila nakikita personally o hindi natin nakikita o hindi po tayo nakikita ng mga estudyante natin. So, mas maganda na mas madaling sundan yung ating tinuturo. Okay? Mas applicable po yung mirror view pag nagtuturo tayo ng salo. Kahit na personal, mas okay din yung mirror view para at least nakita natin kung ano ba yung ginagawa sa harapan at sa likod. Okay? Number 8, mix live and recorded video for an integrated approach. Okay? Or pwede rin tayo mag-present ng video during live meeting, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, para may spot checking. And then 9, help students one-on-one with challenging steps. So for example, may mga challenging or difficult sa steps, hindi makuha ng isang estudyante na to. So pwede natin siyang tulungan o magkaroon ng one-on-one session or consultation sa students natin para mas madali nilang makuha o matutunan. And then, last, ask your student to practice their dance daily. If they have their free time, pwede nila practicein para lagi nila ma-record at hindi makalimutan yung tinuro natin. Okay? So, some reminder lang po, no? Once na tayo ay nagturo ng sayaw, wag lagi tayong magpapanood sa bata nang galing sa YouTube. Okay po? Kasi minsan, may mga maling interpretation or may mga binabago. And to give respect na rin sa mga dance researcher. Kasi we teachers, pag naman na-master natin yung mga basic dance and folk dance, mas magiging madali na sa atin yung pag-interpret ng literature. Okay? So sa una, kung halimbawa minsan may difficulty tayo, di ba, sa mga pag-interpret ng mga literature. Kaya may mga, hindi naman lahat, may mga teachers din talaga na mas napapadali kung nagsasend sila ng mga galing sa YouTube na sayaw. Pero mas okay as a teacher, lalo na kung halimbawa na major natin, na dapat alam natin how to interpret a dance literature. Okay po? Lalo na sa mga BPE at MAPE majors po. Higit sa lahat, dapat lagi rin natin sinasabi sa mga students natin, ano ba yung magiging benefits? Hindi lang tayo more on sa theories, hindi lang tayo more on sa execution, ano ba yung magiging benefits once na sumasayaw tayo? Okay? Lalo na yung mga, kahit ng folk dance, laging may benefits. So sasabihin natin yun, elaborate natin what are the benefits in performing a traditional dance. So syempre, una na doon na preserve yung ating culture, and then meron holistic development. Katulad na sinabi ni Sir Jelko kanina, before we start, meron holistically development, physical development, mental, emotional, spiritual development, as well as social development. Syempre, mas maengganyo pa silang mag-aral ng mga sumusunod na sayaw. Okay? Mapa-online man or mapa-face-to-face, hindi sila maboboard. Usually kasi, we are living in a modern technology, no? Maraming, yung iba, okay? May mga students na minsan pag folk dance, naboboard sila. Okay? So tayo, mga teachers, bilang folk dance enthusiasts, kailangan natin mag-isip ng paraan kung paano pa mas maengganyo yung mga bata na sumayaw ng katutubong sayaw ng Pilipinas. Sa panahon natin ngayon, maraming transition yung nabago at kailangan natin humanap ng paraan upang ipagpatuloy yung pagtuturo ng kultura ng ating bansa sa mga bata. So, kasi sila ang susunod na henerasyon natin. Darating man sa time na mahirap, pero isang keyword lang yung tatandaan natin. And this is the keyword. Love. Okay? Kung mamahalin natin yung ginagawa natin, madali man o mahirap, anumang paraan, online man or face-to-face, magagawa natin siya at maituturo ng may kalidad ng katutubong sayaw ng Pilipinas. With that po, thank you for listening.
All right. All right, that was a very nice topic, Sir Rolly, knowing that na masayang na makakita ng ng kapwang physical educator na talagang very passionate about sharing his or her knowledge when it comes to folk dancing. And actually now, sa ngayon, I would also just like to share na sa aming paaralan ay kami rin ngayon ay nag-start ng kami ngayon ay currently nagtutrain na ng mga bata in folk dancing. And nakakagulat, medyo yun kaya nga sinabi ko rin dun sa aking sinabi nung isang session natin, huwag kayong magdalawang isip kung kayo talaga, ay kung kahit ano man yung larangan na gusto nyong simulan sa inyong paaralan, kung mapa folk dance man yan, o ano man yan, o social dance, sports, and whatever, kung yan talaga ay gusto nyong mangyari para sa bata, ay gusto nyo talaga maibahagi sa ibang kakapwa nyong physical educators, huwag kayong magdalawang isip kasi hindi natin alam kung sino-sino nga ba ang maiging interesado at sino-sino mga buhay ang pabibigyan nyo ng inspirasyon. Kasi katulad ngayon sa amin, hindi namin na-expect na meron na kami hindi expect namin na after ng pandemic na ito, pag magsisimula kami ng aming mga programa sa school, ay kaunti lang ang mga attend ng mga bata kasi nga ibang magulang takot pa ipapunta-puntahin ang mga bata sa school. Pero makita mo yung mga bata, gustong-gusto nila mag-training. Sa amin sa folk dance training namin, meron na agad kaming 15 students. Sa social dance namin, may 6 kami. At iba pa, lalo na sa aming mga sports program. Ang daming, kumbaga nakita nga namin na tapos may isa kaming bata na sinalihan niya na yung folk dance, sinalihan pa niya yung vocal, yung aming music program. Basta ang daming sinalihan. Nag-chess pa siya. It just so shows na may mga bata ngayon na super excited sila na bumalik sa pagiging active sa school. So yun din yung isa sa mga realizations ko so far sa ngayon na tayo din siguro tayo din mismo mga PhysEd teachers, uhaw na uhaw rin tayo mag-start ulit na ating mga programa sa school. Pero natatakot tayo kasi baka mamaya hindi tanggapin ng maigi sa school kasi nga kakagaling ng pandemic, whatever. Pero kasi pag nakita ng mga bata, ng mga magulang, at ng mga kapwa nating guro na tayo ay talagang passionate na isimulan ulit ang mga programa na gusto natin para sa mga bata, ay for sure merong tatangkilik dyan. And mag-resonate yun sa mga bata at talagang aaten talaga sila dahil alam nila na makakabuti rin yun sa kanila. So yun, syempre, pagdating naman talaga sa folk dance, talagang it's been a lifetime war. Na masasabi ko, hindi lang siya basta movie, isa siyang gera. Taon-taon ay nilalaban natin ang hindi lamang ang pag-uplift ng folk dance, isa lang yun sa mga laban. Kaya siya gera kasi ang daming laban ng folk dancing sa Pilipinas. Na in reality, naiinggit talaga ako sa mga bansa na kung grabe makapag-invest sa kanilang folk culture. Ang dami natin napapalagin sa Indonesia, sa Malaysia, grabe sila mag-training ng mga bata sa folk culture nila. Nakakainggit. Una-una nakakainggit kasi ang tagal na pinaglalaban ng mga folk dancers na mag-iis mga mainstream na ituturo sa bata ang ating katutubong kultura. At hindi lang siya laban ngayon, isa siyang giyera kasi at aside sa pag-uplift ng folk culture natin, pangalawa ay yung mismong pagtama sa mga maling inaituturo. Ayan, pangalawa yan sa mga pinaglalaban ngayon. Katulad ng sinabi ni Sir Rolly nga na huwag tayo basta-basta magturo ng galing lamang sa YouTube kasi ang daming hindi tama ang pag-interpret. At sinabi ko to sa mga bata kung under ng folk dance ko na alalahanin nyo, kada galaw nyo ay importante dun sa pinanggalingan nila. Okay? Yung isang kampay ng kamay ay may ibig sabihin agad sa kanila noon. Hindi yon insignificant. Kada isang taas ng kamay may ibig sabihin yun. Kada isang sway ng kanilang katawan may ibig sabihin yun sa kanila. At bilang respeto sa kultura at pinanggalingan noon, kailangan kung aaralin natin yung sayaw, yung kung paano din nila yun, maaaring sinew nung panahon na yun na hindi siya mami-misinterpret ng ibang tao. Kaya hindi dahil gusto lang natin pagandahin ang sayaw, kundi dapat kung ano talaga ang itsura dapat ng sayaw na yon, yun dapat ang ating ipakita kasi pinanggalingan, yun ang pinanggalingan ng sayaw na yun. Kaya dapat bilang ikaw na nagfo-folk dance at nagtuturo ng folk dance, wala sa iyo actually tanggalin nyo sa isipan nyo ang aesthetics pagdating sa folk dance. Dahil ang daming sayaw na hindi talaga siya aesthetically pleasing sa unang tingin talaga. Pero as you learn the culture when you dance it, may sayaw, ay maganda pala yung sayaw na yun. Hindi dahil aesthetically pleasing agad siya kasi may mga movements talaga tayong weird at dahil ganun ang kultura nila sa standard ng modern society, pero sa kanila, maganda sa kanila yon. Aesthetics is subjective. We all know that. And yun talaga ang isa mga laban ngayon ng folk dancing sa ating panahon. Ayan, so Sir Rolly, any last, wala naman po kasi mga tanong, puro pasalamat lang. Thank you very much. Very timely. Ayan, so yun po kanila mga sinasabi ngayon. Thank you, Sir Rolly. Thank you for being ultimately passionate. Ayan, salute to you and sharing for expertise. Any last messages po, Sir Rolly, para sa ating mga viewers at sa ating mga iba pang physical educators na talagang interested in folk dance at sa kanilang ibang larangan?
Hello po.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you so much, sir. So tama nga po yung sinabi niyo, no, na kahit na minsan mahirap i-interpret yung sayaw, so patuloy lang tayo. Lalo na kung halimbawa na may time na ayaw natin ituloy yung sayaw kasi ang haba ng mga literature, pero hindi siya basta-bastang ni-research. Lahat ng movement natin ay may ibig sabihin. Okay po. So with that po, thank you so much sa opportunity, Sir JR and Sir Dela.
Ayan, before we let you go, sir, of course, we would like to present to you our certificate of appreciation. Sir, this certificate of appreciation is hereby awarded to Mr. Rolito B. Dela Torre for generously sharing his expertise as a resource speaker during this dance series 2022 with the theme Rhythmics and Grace, Developing Dance Skills for Physical Literacy in the webinar entitled Teaching Folk Dance Steps Through E-Learning Strategies and Techniques, a 1-hour professional development resource speaker via 1PhysEd.Ph YouTube channel and Zoom, awarded the 6th day of August 6, 2022, signed by Mr. J.R. Leania Beterbo, our founder and program director, Mr. Joshua Ben Villarreal, technical manager, and Ms. Hazel Eunice Carmen, our program and events manager. Congratulations, Mr. Rolly, and everyone, let's give him a warm round of applause.
Thank you so much, sir.
Ayan. So, before, of course, let's have our promotions before we let our go. So, be our lifetime premium member as of course. Yan, mag-premium membership po tayo as for our second anniversary. We have a promo of exclusive lifetime premium membership. Of course, promo extended until further notice. For more information, just chat us through Facebook, our Facebook page, and our message Sir J or anyone from your 1PhysEd.Ph admin. What are the benefits? We have the premium membership certificate, a premium membership ID, premium access in the 1PhysEd.Ph professional development digital library, exclusive access to regular professional development trainings, professional development resource materials, which napakaganda nun, sobra. Earn continuing professional development points for teaching license renewal, direct engagement with professional development facilitators such as us, qualified to apply as a 1PhysEd.Ph ambassador in your area, earn certificates in professional development, a 1PhysEd.Ph professional badge, research studies and paper presentation for national and international conferences, discounts in partner industries and programs, and a school PE and sports program consultation together with the 1PhysEd.Ph team and our wide body of advisors, of course. And also, and with that, we would like to highlight our digital library exclusive to PE teachers and coaches, which will be found also in our website. Ayan. So our website, we have there our premium professional, we have the free professional development and our premium professional development, which can all be accessed by our premium members. And we also have our shop. Don't forget to check on 1PhysEd.Ph.com. Scan the QR code for our there. For more details. Screenshot nyo na yan. Ayan, our QR code. Of course, we would like to promote our 1PhysEd.Ph shirts, which is nagsimula na sobrang tagal na at marami nang natulungan na mga BPED students natin. Na kung gusto nating lalong dumami ang mga sundalo para sa sa ating PhysEd community at alam naman natin na may shortage talaga ng physical education teachers ngayon kung saan-saan. Kaya tayo ay todo suporta sa ating mga BPED students. And to avail our t-shirt and our membership, of course, we have our Shopee link, official 1PhysEd.Ph official store. Ayan, punta lang kayo doon, log into your Shopee account, and then search for 1PhysEd.Ph official, and you'll be seeing our offers there. Also, I would like to plug in our international Organization for Health, Sports, and Kinesiology 5th International Conference. Ang isa sa ating mga very, very supportive partners sa 1PhysEd.Ph. It will be held on October 1 to 4, 2022. And of course, tayo ay talagang tumodo suporta sa ating representative from the Philippines, our very own Sir J.R. Viterbo, the only representative from Philippines. Ayan. So siya ang magbubuhat sa atin sa buong Pilipinas pagdating sa larangan ng physical education. Also, we also have a floorball coaching with Big Pond at the Lyceum of the Lyceum of the Philippines, Cavite. August 10 will be we have in online, and then August 11 to 12 will be the floorball coaching face-to-face. What are the inclusions? Merong theoretical lectures, may practical training sessions, at may group works and hands-on exercises para kung gusto nyo mag-start ng floorball sa inyong school, ay alam nyo kung paano kayo mag-start. And also makikilala nyo yung mga pwede nyong itap doon na mga tao para makatulong sa inyo sa pag-start ng floorball program sa inyong school. Ayan. Meron pa po ba? And don't forget, of course, to visit our Facebook page always. We share the P articles there, especially mga recent natin, yung mga athletes natin, sila EJ Obiena na sobrang inspiring recently. And of course, inspirational quotes to give us a boost every day. Community announcements of our events and activities and our weekly webinar, and of course our upcoming programs and activities. At sinasabi ko sa inyo, mag-abang talaga kayo kasi this week, hindi ko isabihin eksakto, baka sundan nyo sila. This week ay magkakaroon na kami ng ocular sa Baguio para tingnan para sa ating workshop this year. Kaya kung ako sa inyo, keep on sharing our page and keep on logging in, and kung sa inyo, mag-premium membership na rin kayo para magkaroon kayo ng exclusive access sa ating workshop. What else? Ayan. So, meron po ba, Coach? Ayan. So, our evaluation and in-certificate, nandyan ang ating link. Tingnan natin kung maisasend na ba siya sa ating... ayan. Nandyan na po. Nakasend na po ang ating link ng ating evaluation and e-certificate. Make sure na encode po kayo ng ating details ay dapat tamang-tama, saktong-sakto, at ang inyong mga details doon ay sakto para hindi kayo para malinis ang dumating sa inyong certificate. At meron naman po yung confirmation email kung kayo ay nakapag-submit ng maayos ng ating forms. Ayan. So yun lang. This has been your host for today, Mr. John Jeco, Vibe Figuracion, together with Coach Josh and Sir GR from the 1PhysEd.Ph, saying break the limits and go beyond. See you next week with Sir Julie Barro. Bye! Ayan, para sa mga nasa Zoom, stay lang po tayo. Magkakaroon po tayo ng photo opportunity with our speaker. At syempre yung link din po, isasend din po dito. Yeah.
Thank you, Sir Jekyll. Invite everyone to turn on their camera. And then the honor to photo op. while I'm looking for the link ng ating certificate. And for those who are via YouTube, again, kindly check. It's there already via chat box, the link where you can generate your certificate. Again, you just have to type, right, the email so that you will receive. All right, we tested that 3 times.
Nahanap ko na, sir. And can I request everyone to turn on their cameras? Yeah. Ay, naka-disable yung video. Teka lang. Sir Josh. Sir Josh. Ayan, naka-on na. Pwede na po. Ayan. Ayan, Sir Rolly nga pala. Ibigyan ko na ng heads up. Magkakaroon kasi, since kasama doon kasi dun sa parang pinaplanong workshop, may program din na parang